Storms are loud, unpredictable, terrifying. They shake everything that looks stable and threaten to destroy all that's familiar. But hear me, the storm is not the end. It may look like everything is falling apart. You may not see a way out. You may feel lost in the darkness, overwhelmed by the noise. But storms don't last forever. There's still purpose. There's still life. There's still hope. After this, Isaiah 43:2 says, "When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. When you go through rivers of difficulty, you will not drown." Notice it says when, not if. Storms are a part of life, but so is the presence of God in the middle of them. You may be walking through financial stress, a breakup, loss, betrayal, a crisis no one sees. But God sees, and He's not watching from a distance. He's in the boat with you. Remember the disciples in the storm? The winds were raging. The waves were crashing. They thought they were going to die. And Jesus was asleep. But not because He didn't care. He was resting because He already knew the storm had no power to sink them. Mark 4:39 says, "When Jesus woke up, He rebuked the wind and said to the waves, 'Silence, be still.' Suddenly the wind stopped and there was a great calm." That's the Jesus in your boat. He speaks peace to the storm. But sometimes, instead of calming the storm outside, He calms the storm inside you. And that's just as powerful. Storms come to test what's inside of you. They shake what can be shaken, to reveal what cannot be broken. The storm is not here to destroy you. It's here to strengthen you. You're learning to trust in the dark, to hold on when it's painful, to believe when it doesn't make sense. That's where real faith is born. Not on calm waters, but in the storm. James 1:3-4 says, "For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow, for when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing." You're growing, even when it hurts, even when you don't feel it, even when nothing looks like it's changing. There is a version of you that can only be revealed after the storm. Wiser, humbler, stronger, unshakable. So don't curse the process. The storm is not the end, it's the turning point. Joseph went through betrayal, slavery, and prison before stepping into the palace. Job lost everything, but God restored him double. Paul faced shipwrecks and beatings, but he shook the world with the gospel. You are not forgotten in the chaos. Heaven knows your name, and your storm has an expiration date. Psalm 35 says, "Weeping may last through the night, but joy comes with the morning." So how do you hold on? Remind yourself who's in the boat. Jesus hasn't abandoned you, He's right there. Don't make permanent decisions in temporary storms. Emotions lie, fear distorts, wait for the calm. Speak faith. Even if your voice shakes, declare what you believe over what you feel. Say this with me. This is not the end of my story. I may be in a storm, but I'm not alone. I will not sink. I will not quit. I will not break. I will come out stronger. Let that settle in your spirit. Storms are temporary. God's promises are eternal. The winds will stop. The waves will calm. The sun will shine again. And when it does, you'll realize you weren't just surviving the storm, you were becoming something greater in the middle of it. The storm isn't your ending, it's your becoming. Kindly subscribe for more videos like this.